You'll definitely want to hear this story. New research shows that if your child has his or her way, there's a good chance they're going to be living with you until their mid-20s.
But lots of kids think their financial future is brighter than yours, too.
Then move out.
Even though they're still living at home, down in the basement. That's what they do up north.
Right.
Down here, we don't have basements. A survey by the Allstate Foundation and Junior Achievement USA shows about 29% of young people expect to be 25 years or older before they're financially independent. That's a big increase from the 16% who felt that way just 2 years ago. The same survey found 65% of young people think that they will be as well off or even better off than their parents, and that is up from 56% last year. The Oracle of Orlando, Joe Bert, Certified Financial Planner, joining us right now to talk about what parents can do to make sure their kids are actually ready to leave the nest before they turn 30. Hi, Joe. Good
morning,
to talk
Amy.
to you. So I'm sorry, but I got to laugh when I'm reading this. These kids are eternally optimistic. Why do you think that is?
They don't know any better. You know, if you don't know what the real world is like, it's a rainbow out there, and until you've experienced it. So I love optimism, but until you've experienced it, you really don't know what the real world is like.
Yeah, well, reality can be harsh. We all know that. All right, so how much of this has to do with the current job market? Obviously, we're seeing the numbers are slowly getting better. We're seeing the job market slowly get better. Do you think that's sort of in line with what's happening?
Well, that's why kids are living at home. It's very, very tough to get a job today, particularly if you've gotten out of school. And as we said in the past, if you got a degree in something where there's not a great demand for it, you're going to be living in the basement up north and maybe in the sunroom over here. It is a really difficult situation, and it has to do with the job market.
All right, so Joe, how do we better prepare our children so that they are prepared to actually get out of the house?
Well, as a parent, the first thing you want to do is change the locks. And once you've done it, no, really, the first thing is communication. You have to have, and you need to start this early on. You can't start it the day they receive their diploma and they say, I don't have a job, can I come back home and live? You really need to start the discussion when they're in high school, when they're thinking about, okay, what's my next career going to be? How am I going to prepare myself? So communication is the very first thing. And the next thing you need to do is when they do come back home, if they do come back home, you want to talk about what's the plan? How long are you going to be here? And have an open, honest conversation and circle a date on the calendar.
I love this point that you make. I was looking over some of your notes earlier.
Sure.
Remind them that no job is beneath them.
Yeah. Exactly, because if you're not doing something, you're going to be on the couch playing with the Xbox, and you have to be doing something. Get out there, and it's a way to network, to meet people that can help you in your career, and that's what it's all about. You're not going to find them sitting on the couch.
All right, good advice as always, Joe Bert, Oracle of Orlando, Certified Financial Corp. Thanks so much for being with us.
You're welcome, Amy.